Hope everybody's doing good today. Thought we'd do a quick video. I'm sure a few guys out there will know what that's out of. And let's have a look, see what we got in the bag. And there it is. So what we have here is the grill out of a 70 Super Bee. Now this had been all destroyed. You see the shiny spots? That's glue. So basically from right here, these had all broke off, and this was hanging down an inch, and it was all warped. So we had to slowly put it back together. What I did to clean up the spots, someone had hot glue on this, so there was big gops of goop everywhere, and it failed. And the whole top edge was the same way. So we had to go in here on every fin and basically scratch the hot glue off with a small X-Acto knife, shave it off. If I get real close, you'll see a little black. So we actually shaved through that gray finish right into the black plastic to make sure that we had enough plastic for our glue to hold. And it was quite a thing. Now you can buy these. Now if you're in the States, I think they were $300-400 a set. It could have been each, but I'm sure it was a set. Well, that becomes $500-600 Canadian really quickly, and shipping and everything else. We looked into it, and the guy that owns the car looked into it, and he said it's going to be like $1,300-1,400 to get these grills here in Canada, which is crazy. So before doing that, we figured let's try to do what we can do. So we scratched all the glue off, like I said. We used modeling glue, but we also used some modeling glue that came in a little bottle. It's like liquid with a little brush. And what I found is if you wipe a bit of that on first, the modeling glue melts into it, and it almost acts as a catalyzer. And we went down to a place where they called Moparts, which is about 3 hours south of me, but all they do is deal in Chrysler stuff, and they recommended using the two glues together, and it worked. I mean, the grill will never be perfect, but it's an original OEM 1970 part. You can see it's glued from here all the way across. So there's like almost 1.25 foot, 1.5 foot of damage. Down here there's a little more than a foot. So let's not stop there. There was a big hole busted out right here. So now what you're looking at is a 1-minute plastic epoxy. Usually I use a 5-minute, but the parts store sent me this stuff. And the first stuff I mixed up hardened as I was mixing it, so I learned you gotta mix it. And you'll see the two, it's almost like two clears. As soon as they turn a little bit pink, get it on there. By the time I spread this on, it was hardening. So we put a couple layers on, and then we just took our little die grinder and shaved the excess off. It's not perfect from the back. But what we did, you can see how there's two shapes here. There's like a lip. So I taped this with masking tape, and then I taped this separate. So we filled the epoxy from the back against the tape, let it dry. We came in here with a popsicle stick wrapped in 80 grit and shaved it down. And that beige color is a little bit of finishing body filler. And we're pretty much done. We're going to prime that, and that's going to vanish. We're going to have to repaint these. You know, as you can see, there's wear and tear, and, you know, they're not amazing. The other thing we had to do, if you come here, I'm going to have to put a little bit of glue right in that little crack right there. So let me see if we can get a better light on that. So we cut that little chunk out of the mate for this. It was all smashed. I don't know if I did a video on that one or not, but there was 6 or 7 of these that were replaced, and they were thick. They were made out of wood with a metal wire running through them. So there's a couple things that aren't perfect. You look up in there, there's a little break that was glued. Comes straight on the front, it's pretty good. Now this one here, no matter what I did, it kept doing that. We may run a body saw blade through here gently and then glue it again. But it's nice and hard, so we might just leave that one alone. It's really the only visible flaw, though. It's driving me nuts. So we got a chunk of fin. We got this. Oh, that little piece in there was cut out of another one. And somewhere else we've got a chunk glued in that I can't find anymore. But at any rate, we can clean this up now with a Scotch-Brite. We'll hit it with a bit of adhesion promoter. We've got a can of that Mopar Argent that goes on here. We're going to go spray can, and the reason why is I don't know what this modeling glue stuff is like with solvents. So I do have Argent in a single stage. We can put a bit of stuff in it to make it a little bit more like a satin finish, but in this case we're going to use the special rattle can, which is what we were told to do. Now if you look at this one, so the other grill that came with this was completely trashed. This one we were able to buy used, and somebody had restored it. You can see the paint, and it's not bad. I think it actually looks good this way. But what they did is they did the outside edge in the Argent, which is it's just what they call the silver. But they did the rest in black, and it's not bad. I'd almost be tempted to do this one the same way, but the correct way was this, and all in here is also supposed to be Argent. This one is original other than what we fixed. And at one time someone redid the black, because what happens is the black comes off. I think the whole thing was Argent and then they did the black. So I'm going to have to double check with the owner and see if he wants them both looking like this or both looking like that. That is more original, but you got to admit this that looks so much more sinister looking, I think. I just think it looks really badass. So this big hole here, this is where your hood popper is. But yeah, so when you're restoring some of these old cars, now, especially if you get an oddball 1 year only, so a lot of cars have a couple years where you can grab grills and stuff from, but unfortunately 70 was the only year where they had the split grill in the Super Bee. So this is kind of what you got to deal with. And finding some of this stuff is crazy. But again, plastic, a good epoxy, a little bit of filler. I mean, you'll never know that that was there. That's perfect now. Once that's painted, it'll be great. And you got to keep in mind, this recesses in and the bumper is out past this. Like, so, you know, how good does this have to be? Well, it has to be at least as nice as this one, just with a little more Argent. I don't know how I feel about trying to get this skinny little line here. But that's how they have it on this one, as you can see. So we'll have to figure out if we want to tape that or what we want to do. But for today, I just wanted to get that little bit of body work done over there and go over this and make sure it was good enough that we were happy. Yeah, see, we're going to have to cut through that and then re-glue it. It had basically just been that way for so long that no matter what we did, it just kept moving. And then it looked like it stayed, and then when I put it away overnight, it went right back to that shape. But I think because things move, flex, shrink, and expand over time. Like if you look down here, you see there's a little bit of this. Well, that had a big bow this way, so that extra material has to go somewhere. Once that's on the car, hot and cold and outside, it'll kind of settle a little bit. Now if you look at this one, you can see the curve. It's perfect, but when you look at this one, there's a little bit there too, right? So 1970, this is a 55-year-old set of grills made out of 55-year-old plastic, right? So it is what it is. So if you can get them this good and clean them up, man, I really dig the one where it's mostly black inside. That's what I'd like to do with this. But anyway, the owner of the car, he's going to come by and in the next day or two, and I'll ask him. I'm going to try to convince him to go that way because it just looks killer. The car itself is red, bright red, with the white billboards and stripes, so it's a beautiful looking car. He's a regular customer, so what I'll do in the spring, we'll try to do a walk around and we'll see what we got. Show you some of these cars where, sometimes we work on parts like this and you don't get to see the car because I don't always have the whole car here. Anyway, so a little know-how, a little research, a little glue. You can restore plastic as far as body filler and epoxy goes. That's not a bad way of doing it. Another way of doing it, you could have taped this and used that body panel adhesive out here. The thing is, I find that a little bit harder to sand, like inside this edge, right, where you got to go in there, and you can't put force on this either. Like it's a brittle plastic thing. So we used the epoxy, we left it a little bit hollow, and then just filled it out. You can see right through that upper spot, that's light actually coming through, because this is actually clear. But a little shot of primer, clean it up, paint it. Thanks for watching.